going on, everybody? And welcome to episode 6 of my Modern Warfare 3 Chronicles. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about one of the very, very few things I feel that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 did to be inventive, that didn't just copy Modern Warfare 2 or any of the past Call of Duties, that actually had something unique and did something broad enough to call it a different game. Now this has already been in the game, but they've just added a twist to it, but it's enough of a twist where I feel it makes it new enough and worth enough to actually put on the box if you were going to describe what about this game is different from the other Call of Duties. Now, we all know Killstreaks have been in Call of Duty since... I didn't play Call of Duty 3, but I'm pretty sure they've only been in Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4, which is one of the reasons Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original, is one of the most well-perceived games that a lot of people look back on it and, smile. So today we're obviously going to be talking about strike packages. And strike packages, like I said, are probably one of the only inventive things that Modern Warfare 3 did, and one of the only things I can actually say, oh yeah, this is actually something worth getting the game for. And ignore the fact that I'm going to camp this tactical insertion, and this guy is almost going to get away from me. It's actually pretty funny, it made me laugh in real life. But strike packages. I'm sure by now everyone knows all the strike packages. You've got the 3 categories, and I think strike packages are such a great idea. Killstreaks were a really fun idea. Here's the thing about Killstreaks. This is something that applies to everything, even in real life. It just works on the human brain this way. That see, when we get a kill, if it just popped up with 100 points and that was it, I don't think it's quite as satisfying. Even if it didn't pop up with any points at all, you know what I mean? It's you don't see those points. That's one less satisfying thing. You don't really know you're getting 100 points if it never pops up ever. So just popping that on the screen 50, 50, 100, 50, when you do things, just makes you feel like you're doing something and getting rewarded for it. It's a reward system. And that's something that works with everybody in the world. When you do, when you're training a dog, for example, he does something right, you give him a cookie. He knows that's something he should do. It's the same thing in real life with humans and anything that's a living being. Here, we do it with kill streaks in Call of Duty. We get a kill, we get enough of the kills, we get a kill streak. We get more kills, we get more rewards. So it's incentive to keep getting kills. And it keeps the game fresh and makes you keep playing more and more. And now, I know kill streaks aren't the biggest deal for everybody, but I think the mass majority of the Call of Duty community continues to play, or at least a part of why they continue to play is killstreak orientated. And strike packages take the idea of killstreaks that were so good in Call of Duty 4, and now they've kind of drawn them out. And there have been some good killstreaks in the past. A lot of people like to run the UAV when it was given the ability to then start choosing your own killstreaks in Modern Warfare 2. And in other Call of Duties had the default setup of UAV, airstrike, and then a helicopter. And then we got to be able to choose our own, and that was the other thing about Call of Duty. That's the biggest thing about Call of Duty that makes me keep playing is customization. And look at this lucky Predator. Oh, I got so lucky in this game. This is why I chose this game, simply because I usually don't run a lot of airstrike. I usually actually run support and lower support, or support that doesn't actually call in a lot of airstrike. Or, on the other hand, sometimes I'll run specialist, which is something completely new that I'll talk about, which is why I think this is inventive. But I was running Assault in this game, and I think the best combo for Assault, in my opinion, is Predator, Airstrike, and Reaper. Predator because it almost guarantees you a kill if you're careful or fast enough. Airstrike because it can't get shot down, and it can be very precise if you know where you're going to do it, and you have other teammates running UAV and stuff. And I think the Reaper is the best manned kill streak, because I don't think the AC-130 is all that great, and then there's stuff like the Pavel, but that's or the Osprey, and that's you don't get to control where that's firing. But I could go on talking a lot about kill streaks. I might talk about them in a later game, like actual kill streaks. But for strike packages, I think support is just so great for the person who doesn't want to run the UAV, doesn't want to run the assault, just wants to get it with his gun. I think that's great. And then the Moab, that's such a good reward for someone who really tries. I mean, if they're camping, it's kind of not game breaking, but it's kind of not what they exactly did if you just stay in the corner the whole game. But if you're actually moving around, getting the kills, I think that's a really great reward. And I think support is extremely great for the player who's not. That's what Call of Duty's always been about. It's not about the best player like in Gears of War or Halo, where it takes a lot of skill to win. Call of Duty does not take as much skill, and I'm not saying that necessarily is a bad thing. It opens the world to tons of people who can play this game, which is why so many people play this game, because it's easy to play. If you're really good, you can have a fun time playing really good against better players and stuff. If you're really not too good, you can still pull it off and hold your own. especially with support. And I usually run support, but not just mostly because I like to be a team player. And then assault is just like the regular kill streaks that we've already seen in previous Call of Duties, except we just have the option now of doing other things. And I think that's why strike packages are so great. When I saw strike packages the first time, I wasn't totally sure, but now, after playing the game all this time, I think everyone could probably agree with me that strike package is one of the few things that it's like, oh man, they're going to bring this back, and from Call of Duties from now on, we're going to see strike packages, not technically kill streaks, if you want to qualify it like that. I think strike packages is a way better system. I really, really like it. It's one of the few times you're ever going to hear me praise Modern Warfare 3 for something they've done. And yeah, this game isn't too long because we actually did a pretty good job here. Usually kill confirm can kind of drag out, but either way, I think the way that everything just ties together, like you can team up with a buddy and you can use support, he can use assault, or you can use specialist on your own in free for all. You don't have to worry about calling in kill streaks, getting them shot down, or calling your helicopter getting shot down right away. I really do like that, and I like how there are defensive kill streaks like SAM turret, sentry gun, remote sentry, and I like how like even EMP used to be a really difficult thing to get, and now it's kind of a very someone can get that if they can get enough kills just throughout the game. EMP is very good for me because I usually get a lot of kills, but I typically die doing it, either because I'm going for the objective or I just get really unlucky on the spawns, because I oftentimes do, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. And then you can just hold on to that EMP until you hear, like, enemy AC-130, enemy counter UAV, and it's just like EMP, And even the EMP has a counter. I feel like everything just has some kind of slight counter, like the EMP having Assassin as the counter, or like UAV, counter UAV, advanced UAV, and then there's plenty of good launchers in this game. There's plenty of ways to shoot things down, perks that accommodate shooting things down. I think it's all very good. I think they've gotten closer and closer to that balance. I feel there are still gun issues with certain guns that I'm going to go over probably next episode, but I think the strike packages are one thing I can just kind of say, like, you know what, they finally did it. They really have a good system here, and I really, really like it. After all the Call of Duties, they finally have a really good system. It really adds replayability. It's that reward system I was talking about earlier. You do something, you get a reward. You do something else, you get another reward. It keeps you playing the game, and it's something they should do. It's something Call of Duty's pretty good at, obviously, but I'm not sure strike packages really make the game for me, because this is still Modern Warfare 2. It's pretty much Modern Warfare 2 with new weapons and strike packages and different maps. That's kind of what it comes down to. And I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying it's not going to keep being worth a ton of money to me. And there's the sentry gun in action. The sentry gun's a pretty good defensive kill streak. I think that's how they have a good breakup between defensive, offensive, and neutral kill streaks. It's very useful. I really, really, really like the strike packages. I just thought I'd get that off my chest. As this game comes to a close, I think I tried to take out this sentry gun with my gun, and I think it kills me again. I can't really remember. And then there's just like a ton of tags laying out in the field. I'm just like, someone go grab the tags. But the sentry gun, And then, here's something I love to see. I love to see a strafe run come in, and here's why. I grab my Stinger because I'm the kind of guy who runs them, shoot it down, get a bunch of points. That's really rewarding. And shoot it down again. And look at that. I have my kill streak. And my kill streak is going to get me my next kill streak, which is going to get me my next kill streak, which is going to get me my next Reaper. Isn't that great? That's a very rewarding system to me, doing something like that. It's great. I love everything. Just works. Like you get a big kill streak and it can kill people, but if someone's running a launcher, they can shoot it down. To the counters that you can. I think it just works very well. Everything has a counter, and I think, like I was saying, the Reaper is probably the best kill streak in my opinion. It's definitely my favorite. I mean, here's what it comes down to. The question of the day. You all ready for this? What is your favorite strike package, kill streak? What is your favorite one? And what is your favorite category? Like, tell me what your favorite category is, like assault, or maybe your favorite category is specialist, but I really like the Reaper, or maybe your favorite one is like, EMP, but I really like running assault. Let me know what you think, because it's really cool to know, and then maybe in future games they'll actually keep the strike package idea and then mix and match. I think that'd be awesome if you could do something like that. And this game is just coming to a slow close. I think we really could have ended this a lot sooner. I was playing with a couple of friends, and I think for the most part we were going for a little bit of kills, which I usually don't do because I usually like to play the objective, but and I think if I'm not running this assault setup that I'm running, I usually run lower tiered assault setups like UAV, counter UAV, in the low stuff, like never go over like 5 kills, so you usually don't do great. And man, what was that guy thinking, putting a tactical insertion there? And he almost, like, I had my back to him. How did he not get me? I don't know. Call of Duty, even though they can make it so everyone can play the game feasibly, like even a player who's never played before level 1 could potentially kill me, it's sometimes people are just, I think common sense is a very rare thing in Call of Duty, and that's not, it's not the end of the world, but I think it's something they could try to integrate in the game, like maybe a tutorial like, hey, they're on the objective, you should probably go stop them. Like, oh, I should probably go stop them. And my buddy's using one of my least favorite kill streaks, but he gets a pretty classy kill with it. And that's going to end the game, so I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to tell me about what you guys think on the strike package situation. And until next time, I'll catch you later.